another patch aren't we blessed? So 4-player brawl, some small changes to minimum MMR and combat power, balance adjustments. The Hound HP increased by 6%, and the cost of incendiary bomb decreased from 300 to 200. So I think the Hound has been pretty bad unit. I think the only use case for it is that it's like a non-committal chaff unit. So I think if you build like Arclights early on, you usually tech them. So you need chaff clear early rounds to win the rounds, but then late game you are stuck with the chaff clear you got. So if you go Arclight, you probably go Arclight. But with the Hounds, you can go Hounds and then you can switch it up to maybe wait for the first unit drop, maybe go Raid, maybe get like Spider from the unit drop or whatever, go Vulcan. So if you don't like Arclights at the start and you have a plan to go like Vulcan, Raid, something bigger, it's a good idea to build a couple Hounds and not tech them. And then later on, if you compare it to like an Arclight, it has 5 bodies, the Arclight has 1, so it's a better late game unit without technologies, because it acts as a chaff. And then you have the ability to go the supporting technologies, like ignite fire or ignite the oil with the incendiary bomb, or go the sprinkler technology. And art is buff enough? Probably not. I would like to see that the sprinkler would be improved so it could delete smoke bombs and oil. I think that would be a good change. Then Arclight, finally they are nerfing this unit. I hate the unit. So charge shot cost increased from 150 to 250. So the charge shot has not been very good technology, I think, in the past. But with the Hounds, like it completely counters the Hounds. And there were some packs where you start with, for example, Ball, Hound, and the enemy starts with 3 Arclights. So then the charge shot became really good at that situation. So I think the nerf makes a lot of sense, but it might be too much, because I think people aren't picking the Hound openings at all. But it's like a big buff to the Hound, not so much nerf to the Arclight, maybe, if you get what I'm saying. Then the EMP has cost increased from 200 to 300. I think this is very good. I think it was a big problem that if you went Arclights early, you had so easy access to EMP. I think it's always dangerous when you start with a unit and start scaling it, and then it provides some weird kind of utility that counters everything. I think the Arclight had a lot of that going on. So you just have your basic composition at the start of the game, and you can use it till the end, and it's a like core part of your army. I think that's always a little bit of a problem. Tarantula. Experience required for rank up increased by 11% again. Armor enhancement technology HP bonus increased from 35 to 40. High explosive ammo cost increase from 200 to 300. Tarantula openings are still too strong, and its high explosive ammo has one of the highest win rates and pick rates in the game. These changes aim to bring down Tarantula to other units' levels. So I don't think I have enough personal data about this. Tarantula is probably my least used unit out of the starting packs. But yeah, the high explosive ammo was way too good. But the other changes, I feel like they require so much experience to level up now. But it's a snowball unit, because you get to start with them and they are kinda very, very relevant to the late game. If they level too fast, they become a problem. But yeah, I don't have an opinion on this. Steel Ball. Experience required for rank up increased by 11%. After the introduction of Hounds, the win rate of Steel Ball openings has consistently exceeded other strategies. To address this, we increased the experience required for Steel Ball rank up, aiming to bring their win rate down to the average level. Yeah, I think the Steel Ball openings have been like by far the best ones. But the first time I felt the change when they nerfed the Sabertooth splash damage. So usually before the Sabertooth could kill 2 steel balls with 1 hit. Then they nerfed the Sabertooth and it only targeted 1. And with that small change, the steel ball openings won against every Sabertooth opening. So I think that was the pivotal point where the steel balls became really good. It makes a lot of sense. I think before in this game, the steel ball was so snowbally unit. Like you level round 1, then you get heavy armor, or round 2, and the enemy has no answer. I think it's good thing that they are changing it. Sabertooth missile interception efficiency increased by 20%. I think this is not enough. It's still bad technology. Raiden. Chain now prioritizes units within 25 meters of the targets. Units beyond 25 meters up to 60 meters are only chained if no closer target exists. And HP increased by 10%. I think this is a huge nerf for the Raiden. And I think the Raiden has been pretty bad unit actually. It has a pretty good late game with the chain and EMP, but now that's worse as well. Like I've lost so many games going Raiden, even in a situation where the Raiden made so much sense. So I think I will never build Raidens ever again until they buff them. But this is like a huge nerf, even though the HP is buffed by 10%, I think. So then some starting specialist HP bonuses. Stormcaller Hound, 300 health more. Mustang Hound, 500 health more. Mustang Crawler, 100 health more. Sledgehammer Hound, 100 health more. Sabertooth Fang, 100 health more. And Mustang Marksman opening removed. Thank God, it was so bad. But yeah, looking at this, maybe like Mustang Hound with quick supply plus 500 health could be quite good. Yeah. But yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Then the interesting one, Specialist. So a little bit of history. A week ago they changed this that Sabertooth Specialist and Firebatcher Specialist got the unit on round 1 instead of round 2. And I think some of the starters were like very, very good, like Sabertooth Fang. And then you get Firebatcher. So you have round 1 chaff cleared, then you can build crawlers, and then you have an answer to like what you want to go with Sabertooth. You basically want to go Mustang Sabertooth. And then with the Firebatcher you had a good answer to crawlers early game. Was a very strong start. But now Sabertooth Specialist changed to decreases Sabertooth's tech upgrade cost by 50, get 1 rank 1 Sabertooth on round 3. Firebatcher Specialist changed to increases Firebatcher's range by 10, get 1 rank 1 Firebatcher on round 3. And there's a long developer's note that they are saying sorry about this roller coaster of changes that they didn't have enough data. But I think, was it that bad that they were round 1? It was pretty good specialist though, but they always were. Even on round 2 they were very good. And I think the round 2 versus the round 1 didn't change that much because you can position it better. But this, I think the Sabertooth Specialist is now completely gutted, even though it's kinda interesting that they get tech upgrades are 50 more cheaper. But Sabertooth on round 3, I think it's a bit late. Or I don't know. The Sabertooth, it's a similar unit to Fortress, but the Fortress is like a late game unit and Sabertooth is like an early game unit, so you need to get the sabers going and leveling so you don't lose to the fortress if it comes to down to a mirror. So I think it's a little bit too late. But on the other hand, you get the double shot very cheaply, so you can just click it and build like one Sabertooth more, so maybe it's good. The Fire Batcher, the range is interesting. I think this is like similar power level, a lot worse, but or a little bit worse, but like almost similar maybe. Yeah, I think good changes though. So then a very big change. Unit reinforcement. Hounds will no longer exceed rank 3 in unit reinforcements. I don't think that was a problem. Rhino will have lower ranks in unit reinforcement. Okay, so this is like a huge one. I think there's three main problems with the unit drop, or where. One was a high level Rhino, hopefully now it's gone. It was like way too good for the round. It was, I forgot it, I think it like round 4 you could get like level 5 Rhino, so it basically couldn't be killed. The other one is high level Wraith, because you cannot kill it with Phoenix or Marksman, basically, so you need to unlock a random melting point. Then the enemy beacons it to the other side, then you need to build another, then he sells it. Now you are stuck with the useless melting points. And third one I think is the Farseer, because it counters every unit type in the game. For example, if you are starting with Aerial Specialist and the enemy gets a Farseer unit drop, your Specialist is basically useless because you cannot build any air units. Yeah. Bug fixes. Fixed multiple display issues, fixed the data error caused by factories. Okay, I think pretty good patch. Nothing special. I think the biggest thing was the Rhino nerf on the unit drops. But yeah, good patch. Thank you for watching.